Hey everyone and welcome back. These are going to be, I think, April and May's empties. So in this video I'm going to show you a few of the products that I finished and some of the project pans that I've been working on and some other things that I finished and were not necessarily in some kind of project. The first 5 products are not going to be makeup, but the rest is going to be all makeup. So let's get started with those things that are not makeup, and I just want to share with you if I would repurchase them or not. The first one was a hit, and I have to say that I need to purchase it, and I think if you have any kind of problems with dryness in your skin, you're missing out if you don't have it. Now this is a sample size of the Belief the True Cream Aqua Balm. It's great. Once you apply it, it feels like you just, I don't know, it feels like so hydrated, but at the same time it's not very heavy or feeling moisturizing heavy. It's wonderful. I've never tried anything like it, and it's definitely something that I'm going to add to my next Sephora order. If you haven't tried it, have some kind of a dry skin or maybe even combo skin and you hate the feeling of moisturizer, this is going to be the perfect one for you. This is a sample size that I got, I think, a really long time ago in a Sephora box, and it's definitely one of those products that since the first application I loved it enough to kind of write it down and make sure that I order it next time I order something at Sephora. The next product that I finished is the Creme of Nature Sulfate-Free Moisture and Shine Shampoo and Conditioner. The first time that I used those products, it was amazing. We were on a road trip and we needed that because we ran out of our sample, smaller size shampoo and conditioner. So we went to Walmart. I wanted to buy something that it was sulfate-free, and this one had a combination of argan oil, so I thought it was perfect. I did end up using it throughout the week that we still had left in our trip, and I loved it because whenever we are on a road trip, I usually don't do my hair that often. I wash it and then I either let it dry, just as is, or I would put it on a bun as soon as it's a little bit more damp and not so wet, and that way I will have some kind of wavy hair the next day, and I really did like it. After that, it's starting to build up on my hair, and my hair was heavy, it was feeling greasy, and it was definitely not something that I liked. So I ended up using this too because, again, they are in our little dispenser in a tiny home, but it's definitely something that I wouldn't repurchase and wouldn't recommend you, especially if you don't like that buildup of product in your hair. The next product is the Derma Purifying Daily Detox Scrub. Derma is a great company with a lot of great values and more natural skincare. Definitely is something that I would repurchase. This one in particular, I did love it. It's more of a scrub, so it's a thicker kind of granules that you will feel on your skin, but it will give you that very nice fresh feeling after you use it. And also what I like about it is that it will give you a very soft skin, so if you don't want to use a cleanser and a scrub, you can use this one instead. I use it in morning, at night. I heard people saying that that's not how you're supposed to use it. I understand that that's not how they say you should be using it, but it was definitely something that it worked for me, so I continue to do it. It's something that I'm going to repurchase. I know that you can find it at Walmart, and again, it's more of a drugstore skincare line that is more natural. So if you're interested, everything that I tried from them, I have a couple more products I really did enjoy. Finally, for the non-makeup product empties, I have the Body Shop Himalayan charcoal mask. Now this one dried up on me, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. I mean, it was good for a deep clean kind of feeling on your skin, but what I didn't like was that it was hard to remove. You had to kind of soak your face in order to be able to remove it. However, it did work. So if you're thinking about buying something more natural for your skincare and you trust the Body Shop as a company, I would recommend this. I have 3 other masks by them. One is the rose one, the other one is rice, so it's a little bit more exfoliating, and I can't remember the other one that I have, but I have those 3. I am working through them. They're my favorite mask. And out of the 4, I would have to say that this one was the one that you could feel your skin being more clean compared to the other 3. But it's definitely, you can see the difference. It's just that this one was more dramatic. I think I left it kind of open one day and it dried up completely. So as you can see right there, I did use it quite a bit, but not enough to finish it. The rest is just all makeup, and you've probably seen them in different projects as being empties, but I'm still gonna go through them because I just want to get them out of the way and throw them away, recycle whatever I can, and then get rid of, you know, the products, because I am just collecting way too many of them. And since they're makeup, I think they're still interesting, and hopefully I can help you with my experience and let you know if it's something that I'm going to repurchase. The number 1 is the Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. It's definitely something that I will repurchase. I have a review on it. If you want to check it out, it will be on the top of the screen and in the description box down below. The finish that it gives you, it's something that I've never seen in any other luminous primer. This one, it really makes that dewy look very natural, and it's not glittery, it's not shimmery, it's just that natural glow that we lack of when we have dry skin. I've been suffering from dry skin for quite a few months now, and I think that this is my lifesaver whenever I wanted my foundation to look nice. If you have dry skin, you probably can agree with me that when you apply foundation, sometimes it looks worse if you have too much dryness or dry patches, and it will look almost kind of scaly. So this is something that it definitely help a lot. And I have 2 Radiance primers that I will add into a different project that you will see this week. So hopefully I will try those 2 and see. I think one of them is a luminous primer and the other one not so much, but it's from Smashbox, so hopefully I can compare and see which one I like the most. I have to say that up until this point, I tried every single one that I could get my hands on, Radiance primers or Radiant primers, and the Mercier one is the best one for me. The next thing I finished is something that I also enjoy and also recommend. This is by LOreal, and it's called the Voluminous Base Mascara Primer. It's one of those tools that you have to have with you if you're planning your mascara collection. If you don't like the look that you get with a specific mascara, then you put this as a base, and then you will get more volume, you get more length. It does take you a bit to kind of understand how to apply it because it's white, and your mascara would have to be black in order to cover all that white. It's like a learning process, but once you learn it, then you can apply as many layers as you want of the primer, you know, waiting the period that it kind of dries but it's still tacky, and then at the same time you can use more mascara, and that way you will have the most amazing crazy big lashes, or you can have something more subtle, or you can have something very natural depending on how much you apply of this product. Definitely something that I would repurchase. Right now I have a mascara by L'Oreal that has that same primer on one side and a mascara on the other side. So what I'm going to do is just finish that mascara first and then move on to this primer again. I don't know why, but I always kind of change them. Like I would do the primer by itself, and then I'll run out of that one and I'll go to this double mascara by L'Oreal, and then I'll get the primer again. I don't know, but if you're struggling with your lashes and you're trying to pan your mascaras, definitely something that helps a lot. I also finished the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this came in a compact. It was beautiful. I have to say that I did love the finish of this foundation. I think it has been discontinued, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. The only thing that I'm gonna say is I do miss it, even though it was a lightweight coverage. It wasn't like that double wear, very perfected kind of finish. No, this one was more, I don't know how to put it, lightweight but also light coverage, but it gives you such a beautiful finish that you really, it can enhance whatever, you know, your own skin. So I do miss it, but it's just one of those things that I already finished and I can't repurchase. The next one is a blush that I finished. This is by Ofra. I can't remember the name, but I think it was something something peach, I can't remember, but I did like the formula of the blush. What I didn't like is that this one in particular had too much glitter. I remember that I got it in an Ipsy bag, so it was one of those products that I kind of forgot about, and I decided to use it to try the formula. I did like it. I said in the back I did use a denser brush, and I would apply layers and then blend it very nicely, and I would have more of a darker, you know, blush in the back of my cheeks. Yeah, and I finished it completely. I'd be interested in checking out more blushes from Ofra, but maybe with not so much glitter. The next product I finished is the Wet n Wild powder. This is the pressed powder in the color Tan Beige. I mentioned that I do like the formula. I think it's good. I think it's a very soft, velvety, and it goes perfect into the skin, giving you more of a natural finish and not so powdery. But at the same time, I can't really find a shade that goes with my skin tone. I feel like it's too pink. Every single color that I tried is just too pink for me. So if you have a more of a pink undertone, you'll probably get your perfect match here, and it's a really good formula. As of right now, I'm going to stick with the powders that I already have in my collection, and especially during the summertime, I can't really wear something with a pink undertone because it would, I mean, you'll be able to tell the difference with my neck. The next thing I finished is something that I'm going to repurchase, even though I can't find this particular color, and it's the ColourPop highlighter in Yummy Cookies. And again, if I can find it on eBay, I'd probably just get the same color. If not, I'm going to make a little order in the future and order something very similar to this color. I feel like this was the perfect color for me, and I love the finish. I love the formula. I love how it looked on my skin on pictures. I love how it looked on video. I love how it looked in real life. It was very subtle, but it will emphasize those little speckles that were not glittery, and I really did like it. So definitely something that I'm going to repurchase. And I also finished a color tattoo by Maybelline in the color Creamy Beige. This is not the same formula as the shimmery color tattoos. This is more of a drier formula, so you have to be really careful to use it within a certain period of time, because then when you try to revive it and apply a few drops or do whatever, they never go back to that same creamy formula that were at the beginning, and they were never very creamy to begin with, so they're harder to blend. I ended up using this color as a base for my eyebrows and then something darker for the top, but it's just definitely one of those things, and that I don't know if I would recommend it. You just have to try them for yourself, but for me, I'm not going to repurchase any from the leather collection in the near future. I also finished the Benefit Cabral in number 3. I already have a full size, so I guess that answered the question if I would repurchase it. I finished the Jesse's Girls liquid eyeliner, and this one, it was nice at the beginning, but after a week it became more of a charcoal color, so I'm not into a gray kind of eyeliner. Today I have an eyeliner that it's kind of too light for me, and I don't like gray. I feel like it doesn't look right on me, so I'm definitely happy to be done with this and move on to something that is a little bit more darker. And as of right now, I'm using the black shade in my Naked 2 palette mixed with a Mixing Medium by Graftobian, and that way I am creating my own liquid eyeliner, but I have some in my collection that I have to use up pretty quickly or get rid of them soon enough, because they're just collecting dust in my collection. So I'll probably have to mix between the eyeshadow and the liquid eyeliner. The next product is by Pixie. This is the Eye Bright Kit. I mentioned it if you follow my project pan that I didn't like any of the colors here. The formula were really bad, were either too thin and glittery or too thick and they will crease. So definitely I'm happy that I finished it, but I would never repurchase it or recommend it. Then I have the MAC lipstick in the color Capture. This is a satin finish. The formula is still good. I did like it. I did enjoy it, but berries are not my favorite color right now. Lastly, I have a Maybelline lipstick in Make Me Pink, and I finished this as a base for other lip products and the specific liquid lipsticks because I didn't like not the formula but the color of the Maybelline lipstick, and I just felt like it was too pink and it wouldn't go right with my skin tone. So anyways, those are the empties, or my most recent empties, the ones I would repurchase and the ones that I wouldn't repurchase or recommend. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, please remember to subscribe so you won't miss any videos in the future, and I'll see you on my next one.